My name is Sofia Ashooh. I am a master's student in the Carsey School of Public Policy. I'm doing the Master's in Community Development Policy and Practice program, and I'm set to finish in the fall. And I currently live in Rabat, Morocco. I'm originally from New Hampshire, but I'm currently living in Morocco, and I work as the partnerships manager at World Leadership School. After completing my undergraduate degree, I went to Washington, D.C., and I worked for a bit there. I worked at an international development organization that was quite big, and I was really interested in getting some more community-based work. And I had always had an interest in Arabic because I'd studied it in college, and Morocco is one of the last Arabic-speaking countries for Peace Corps, and so I was naturally drawn to Morocco. And I, went to Morocco for 2 years, and I was placed in a small rural community. It was about an hour outside of Fez in central Morocco. And I was working in a youth center with the youth of the community, and we worked primarily on literacy and technology activities. And then I also was working with the women in the community to leverage their artisanal skills and generate income for themselves. And so that was an amazing experience. I learned so much from my time there, and I particularly was inspired to look at how to increase access to resources for communities like the one that I was doing my Peace Corps service in. The aspects that I've enjoyed the most in the MCD program have definitely been the people that I've encountered, whether it's the professors or my fellow students in the cohort. Everyone brings such a unique background, and there's the curriculum, but then also just learning from everyone's personal experiences has been really interesting. And our professors' ability to leverage real life events for our learning, whether good or bad, whether it's a pandemic, a job change, has been really informative in how I approach adversity in the workplace and in life in general. So when I was looking for master's degrees, my search was guided by scholarships that were available and the costs of the degree, because that's obviously a factor and quite frankly a deterrent much of the time. And so when I came across the Carsey School, they had several scholarships that I was eligible for. And it was, in discussing with the Carsey School staff on finding scholarships and figuring out a plan that would make it so that I wouldn't have such a heavy financial burden while working still and completing my master's degree. And so when I applied, I was able to apply for the school as well as the scholarships and fellowships, and those were ultimately, it made the decision that much easier in terms of choosing the Carsey School.